Hi guys, it's February 26, 2021, and you're watching me, Nikki, who also known as Face Trader, and you're watching the Awesome10X Global Market Update. So it's the end of the month, it's end of February, and I just wanted to share to everyone that every Friday is a free Friday market class. We wish to educate you. We wish you to actually get a do-it-yourself Awesome10X journey. So please join us. It's 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. If you can't make it on Philippine time, just do watch us in the replays because our YouTube channel is for everyone. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the like button and share us to your friends. Let's begin. All right. So tonight, people were calling me up. They were asking me, Nikki, has the market peaked? I'm down 20% on my portfolio and so forth. Let me share to you a few things. All right, so here's what's happening. I'm sharing to you my Twitter account. This is my @FaceTrader Twitter account. I said here, UVXY. It is what it is. Protections, Awesome10X. So for the longest time, since March 2020, all of us know that the market has just gone on a blistering bull market move and nobody really needed protections. But last night, indeed, your UVXY or your volatility actually shot up 23%. And the primary motive was the treasury yield spiking up. So why is it the treasury yield spiking up makes a commotion in the entire world? Treasury yield spiking up is actually a function of liquidity. If the funding or the margins increase, your requirements are actually increasing. Let's say you've got, let's say I'm not like a huge, let's say I'm not a retail person. Let's say I'm a $500 million fund, and in one day or 1 week, you're asking me to come up with another $5 to $10 million. I'm going to raise some cash. And actually, this is why we're saying that the USD PHP was very critical. In fact, last week, ever since last week, I was already sharing to people that you might want to trim some of your high weight convictions and actually be a little bit more on the cautious side. From about 48 pesos, you see the market dollar spike. This is dollar peso 48 all the way to 49, only to go back down to 48.64. Similarly, people are saying that, well, I'm just going to hedge my assets to BTC. And I said, hedging an extended asset is not a recipe for success because BTC USD is not an uncorrelated asset to stocks. In fact, when the markets peaked, BTC also peaked. When the markets bottomed in March, BTC also bottomed. So crypto is not really an uncorrelated asset. In fact, it's more like a double or triple leveraged stock market move. So are people still profit taking? In my view, the answer is yes. And in my view, all the companies that went 10x are being taken profits from. Even if you like the fundamentals, what happened here? Your Copen went from about $1 all the way to $12, $13 here. That's the peak, and you've got people waiting maybe at $6 or $5 and so forth. Now, of course, with blockchain stocks being traded in the market, have they peaked? When your Bitcoin is trapped at 60,000 and you've got 10x moves on your micro strategy, 1-3 can easily go down to $600 or even $400. So that is still a peak here. And of course, your electric vehicles like your Teslas, which has already gone up 10x, right? From about $70 all the way to $880 here. Although this drop tried to come back up here to about 800, well, 620 all the way to 760. Last night, you get a drop again. Can it go down to 620? Can it go down to 500? In my view, Tesla is actually an indicator of the market. When Tesla is peaking, the market's risk sentiment is actually down. The growth stocks are going to go down. So you have a temporary peak here. In my view, you've got a buy low, sell high motivation in the next 3 to 6 months. Of course, if Tesla is falling, what do you think is going to happen to your Chinese Teslas of the world? Even your NEO has peaked. So your NEO has peaked here about 63. You're getting a sell-off. Your 50 wasn't able to recover from about 41, rallied to 52, then went back down to 46. Can it go down to 37 or 34? It can. So from 46, can it go to 38 or 35? The answer would be a yes. And so the people would actually need to prepare their minds and their money to actually prepare for a deeper sell-off. A sell-off that hasn't happened since March 2020. A deeper sell-off. Now, of course, during September, we did get a sell-off in your S&P 500, but it's not really that low. It's not really as prolonged. Let's take a look at your S&P index formats. All right, your S&P 500 index. Let's take a look at the index so that you can understand. S&P 500 futures. Okay, so this is your S&P 500. During September, if you recall, it actually fell down as big as from 3.5 all the way to 3.2. Now, if you're going to be hyperventilating about this drop, you should, because, well, we are in an extension mode. See this very clearly. From the bottom of about 2.2, we rallied our S&P to about 3.9. So this is actually an extension move, and I would say that people would short this, and they might not really short it, but they'll sell it. And then where will they buy? Well, you could buy it as low as 3.6, I think. So your previous high here was September high, and your November highs could actually be the first line of support. And then, of course, a deeper bottom here, about 3.3. So how low can we go? Is that the question? Nikki, are we gonna fall 20% tonight? Okay, we've got about 6% downside in the index. We're also gonna have a 20% or about, well, it's 14% on the downside in your S&P 500 in the futures market. So how can I protect myself, Nikki? I'm bleeding. I like some secular trends. How am I gonna protect myself? All right, let me show to you my own portfolio here. All right, I said that you can copy me. Okay, I'm gonna show to you how stock markets work. So, of course, this is a January portfolio. You could see that I deposited on January starting value 5,175. So in just 2 months, yeah, I'm up 20%. Your end value is about 6.3, and I have an open loss of about $380. So the only way to protect myself is actually to also not really be so scared, but to actually just hedge my downside. So how could I hedge it? All right. How can I hedge it, Nikki? Explain to me how hedging works. Okay. I put a sell option, a sell move on my S&P 500 here at about 3.8. So it can go up. So it's actually, I don't know much about these leverage products. I mean, I just know that I need the protection. And if I feel that the market is going to fall, all right, let's cancel this TP. Because I think that I should be getting of course, I wanted to how should I say this? I'll make money on the downside just to protect my existing positions, which will bleed on the downside tonight if the market fell. You get my point? Example, do I believe that sun power is a secular uptrend? Yes, because I believe in solar. Yup. So, example, I have SPWR. I still do, guys. Maybe you think that I don't believe in clean energy anymore just in a single day. That's not true. I believe in sun power. I said I bought it at 7, 11, 13. I actually stopped buying at about, the highest I paid was 16 actually. I never bought at 20 or 26, etc. I sold some at about 40, 50. I wasn't able to sell here at the peak. So I was selling, yes. Now tonight, it can still fall, right? So what am I doing? Will I crash? Will it crash and burn? Okay, so what I'm doing here in my sun power is that I think it's gonna crash, but the crash would be about 27 or even 22. So I will put some really low bids. Meaning, all right, I know, and if you're wondering, how about these open losses? 37 here. So if it's gonna go $30, this is gonna bleed more, right? Yes, it will. That's why I need some cash. What will I do? That's why I need to raise some cash, right? So my view is that if the markets fall, these short positions, i.e. selling S&P 500, will actually give me some necessary cash to buy some sun power on a dip. So I could actually sell shares, right? Will I actually unload some GMEs? Perhaps I'd probably sell, then use that $400 or $500 or $868 to be my buying power when the markets collapse. Sure, I could. Nikki, what if NEO goes down 50%? What's going to happen there? Is it going to go $25? I'm scared that there's a nightmare in Wall Street. Okay, it's normal to actually be scared. I showed here that the typical portfolios are actually this is an awesome 10x portfolio. In a single, you'd say that in a month, yeah, from 300,000 to 266,000. Have I shared some portfolios? Yeah, and then people were saying context. Yeah, there's a client portfolio. Yes, started in about June, July with us, Awesome10X. His portfolio went up 200% in just about 2 to 3 days, wiped out 20% of his gains, down 20% from his peak. So from 200%, it's down 160% as of February 25, 2021. Why was that so? Because, of course, he's got some 3D printing names. What happened to your 3D printing names? Stratasys falling down. Your SPACs are falling down, right? Your Danimers falling down. Your wearables are falling down. Your 3D printing is falling down, down. Some of your blockchains are falling down, right? Bitfarms is falling down as well. So of course, this can fall further. Maybe buying at 6 or 5 is too early. Could go to even $4 if the market actually capitulated for your blockchains, right? Of course, it can fall down. So if you're gonna ask me, Nikki, how low can the downside go? I'd say that the market has heavily gone. They went to dinosaur mode. I explained this in the Philippine market update, but let me just show to you what I mean. The dinosaur mode is the reopening mode. So I said, look, H&M was going up, breakout. So that was a reopening theme. Since November, we gave a buy call on these. Your Funkos and Disneys, what's happening? Still strong. What happened to your financials? XLF, still strong. Your XLF is your JP Morgans, your Bank of America, BOA, sorry. Bank of America is Bank of America, BOF. BA, sorry, BA. Sorry, that's Boeing. Oh, yeah, but even Boeing should be up, right? So your airline should be up. Your Delta airline should be up. You can clearly see that I don't have a lot of dinosaurs. And of course, definitely your genomics would go down. It's typical that Cathy Wood's fund would fall down because it's a growth fund. Every growth stock will be pummeled down. And so Awesome10X portfolio, which is a growth stock, would of course be falling down. Your 114 is now to 93. But look, your perspective. Your account probably tripled, quadrupled, right? This was what? March 25, $25 all the way to $95. People are asking me, Nikki, should I be selling? I'm still up 300%. I'm still up on 60%. I can't sleep at night anymore. Should I sell everything right now and go to cash? Okay, I said to them, you could cushion your downside by the following. Number one, you could buy some puts in the market, which is a UVXY. A UVXY goes up when the market drops. And also the same thing, if you want, you can raise cash selectively. What do I mean with raising cash selectively? So I put up some all right. You know that these names would probably be, if you can see an open loss of about $380, it can probably be down $200 and you want to close it all. If that account is really a trading account, you can just close it all tonight, tomorrow, and then see where the market can fall. And that's valid. Now, of course, some people have a huge position and it's not easy for them to just unload everything. So what they'll do is actually just hedge their portfolios. So a typical hedge is to actually have a UVXY, or if they can initiate some futures movement, yes, they can short. They can actually do a short on an S&P 500, a futures move. They can even short the Nasdaq itself. So they can sell their Googles, they can sell their Amazons. Look, let me show to you the Nasdaq futures tonight. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq futures, Nasdaq E-minis. Okay. So this is your Nasdaq. It went more than, of course, because it's a growth fund, right? Your Nasdaqs are the growth funds. From about 6.6, all right, let's take a look at the extension. This was where the real move was just here. Since June, July, your Nasdaq has already broken out of all-time highs, right? From 6.6, it already broke that 9.8 and even went to 13.6, right? So it's actually more than extended, and it can still go down if you want to get a sell-off move. This is the biggest reality for the drop. Your 12.7 can go down to 11.7, so you continually sell that, right? So why don't we do that now? eToro, how do I short here? Let's go to the trade markets, indices. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. What's the Nasdaq 100 here? Here. So let's sell. All right, sell. I don't want really a huge leverage. Let's just go times 5. I want to sell 200. Yeah, I want to sell 200. I don't have money ba? 100. Total minimum is $200. Ay, wala pa akong pera. Wait lang guys Let me see. May $318 naman Wait up Let me show how to sell. So sell shares, Nasdaq, trade. Yun, diba? Alright, trade. I don't wanna do a leverage of that big. Like times 5 is enough, and I only wanna sell $200 worth. Yun, open trade. Okay. I'm willing to make a stop loss of as much as what's this? What? Stop loss cannot be placed lower than I wanna sell Bakit buy? I wanna sell. There. So meaning I will get stopped out at 14,000 Nasdaq. Sure. All right. Open the trade and I don't want to take profits. Open position yung profit. Or 10,000. There. Okay. Open trade. Sold. I just opened a position selling the Nasdaq with times 5 leverage. Share. Yep. All right. So these are what you call hedge. Meaning, if the markets collapse, I am expecting that these shorts selling will actually become green to pay for the offset. It's an offset to neutralize the position from going down. Get my point? I don't need to sell my shares. I love my shares. I like it long term. So it's just like hedging. Now, if you don't understand what hedging is, you can just Wikipedia what hedging means. Okay. Are there any questions, comments? There's no question. Good. There's no question. I am amazed. Okay. So I think that the market is gonna sell off. And so I would like to trim, but I won't like sell any price. So I won't sell any price, and I'll put this in my summaries. All right. So you do not be crybabies. You can do a laundry list of sell orders. Does that mean that your SPACs, you sell them all? No. The answer is no. Think about your downsides and think about your upsides. Ricky, what's your highest conviction stock right now? Apparently, the silver is the next sector to watch for. What do you think about it? Apparently, I don't know anything about silver, so I can't comment about it. I have no idea with silver. If people think that silver is a safe haven, well, I really don't know what about, because people think that their safe haven is cash. I don't know. Like I'm just so old school that I only know that my safe haven is cash. I don't know really how to do safe haven in other assets. So that's just how I think. When a market sell-off happens, usually all I do is I can trim some positions, extended names. So I said before that pigs get slaughtered. I sold some shares. Actually, I've been selling since last week, last month. An example of what I've sold. Salesforce, yeah, I sold some. I sold some of these at about $240. I don't want to buy it again. Just trim, raise some cash. I'd sell some Googles tonight. Yes, 2030. I feel that these extensions can go down. How about like your cannabis names? Yeah, I sold them at $8 last night. I might buy it back at about $4 or $5. So I'm just gonna extend my buying area lower, like 50% lower. And so last night it was 7. I sold a couple of days ago here at 750 and 8. Actually, January I was already selling. So January I was selling at 750. It even went as high as 11. Yeah. So actually for electric vehicles, I would open, I have drawdowns, by the way. My Xpeng is down. Yup. I have positions here at 46, 45. I still have my position at 39. It's now doing 35. Still holding my electric vehicles. Um, yeah. So I'm like, I guess like people have to be aware that I'm a person who will accept a 20 to 30% drawdown. I'll just save some cash, and if I need to short, I will. But I'm actually not usually shorting. Shorting to me is just selling some futures. So that's something that I would do. So I'll sell like there. I'll sell a Nasdaq. I'll sell an S&P 500. Very typical, guys. I'm not really that Nikki, do you think that Dow Jones will fall? Actually, not eh. Because the Dow Jones is like the, so yeah, let's take a look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones Index. It's the most dinosauric of all the index names. So the dinosaurs will rule, apparently, in the short term. So I don't want to short the dinosaur. I know that the market's going to short ARKG, they're going to short Tesla, they're going to short VTC USD. They're gonna short it. I think so. They will short all the blockchains down to hell tonight. Okay. So maybe just think about it this way. You wanna be long-term up in your secular trends? Yes, I want a 10x. Because I want a 10x, I would actually be aware that 20% is part of the game, even 40, 50% drops. So example, like I have some SPACs that really fell down. A typical SPAC like a hack. This is Humasite, fell down, kaboom. I was buying what, 12, 12.50, went to 17, now it's back to 11.50. I could trim, even if I like it long term. This is Humasite. I just posted at 14. Now, if this one goes down tonight at about 10.50, I won't cry. It's okay. I love what I own. I really have no problems with it. So actually, I think what people have to understand is look at your portfolio, look at the SPACs that you own. If you bought some Mark Forge, aka A1, and you're afraid that, hey, this could fall. I bought actually just last night. I bought the 13 and 14. So that's just my average, 13.50. It's okay. I mean, it could fall tonight. Fintech would fall, perhaps. I think like you just have to be aware that some of the biggest names should fall. Square is expensive, so this one would fall. I would assume that these would fall. Some genomics will fall. That's why PACB was falling. PacBio was falling already, 53 down to 31. Can it still fall 28? Let's say I was wrong because I entered about 36. I could be wrong, guys, but at the end of the day, is it gonna go 13? Even so, I think that I won't have a hard time. I'll just buy it probably where it falls. I don't know yet how low it will fall, right? So I'm just gonna wait for the market to tell me where the next buying opportunity is. But I won't panic. Like example, if I have 31 at 36, I won't buy yet at 31. Even if it rallies tonight at 36, I'll probably just sell at 36, 37, and then see where my cash can go. Hope that helps. And if you have more questions, we'll go through some charts later on, some playbook for you. But in a general market downturn, shorting the Nasdaq, shorting the S&P 500, that is a proven way to actually ensure and hedge yourself. Also, you can buy some UVXYs. So UVXY, however, might be already up later on. So I can't actually buy it. It's 23% up. But what if it gaps up later on? So I can't already, I can't do it anymore. So I can't I can't initiate a UVXY long if it's already gap up tonight. Yeah. So, kayo, ano yung mga ways niyo to protect yourself on a downturn? How about what percent allocation can I give for my hedge? Some people are so scared that they want a 50% hedge. Ako personally, pwede na yung mga 5 to 10% na cash position. Tapos, 10% cash, 80% long, 10% on the short side if you want to short. How about Sundial and AMC? Thank you. It's a cannabis name, and the sundial will fall like all the rest of the penny names. So babagsakan to. It's gonna fall. Think that it's gonna fall to 95 cents. Like usually cannabis moves will especially a 10x move, momentum up, momentum drop, parabolic pop, parabolic drop. So that's gonna happen to sundial. AMC is a meme stock. I think it got close sold down last night at about 11. Could go down to 7 or even 5. GMEs, I sold only half, but I might actually sell more. Actually, I sold my capital, so everything there is just free money now. I might I'll evaluate. I think like GME, if it's just a meme stock, people but so GME is an AMC, they're meme stocks. So I don't know what the market will do. I'll just let it be. It's just a position there. Pinapatulog ko lang. I just let it be. Babagsakan nila to. I know that they would sell off the electric vehicles. Perhaps the meme stocks like Nokia will go up. My genomic play, which is robotic surgery, transenterics would fall perhaps. 3D printing will perhaps fall. How low can nano dimension go? I think that nano dimension will fall to about 8. 0. Let's say you bought at 10. I think it goes down to 8, but I won't be scared. It is what it is, guys. It went from 220. What do you expect? Okay lang yan. It's not gonna go to 2. So I think like evaluate the stocks that you own. Always, I have some sell orders first for some of my 10x moves, guys. Guzi and Futo, I continue to sell. Guzi is still at 18, extended name. I'm still selling that. GRWG is still extended, still selling that. Danimer still extended, still selling that. But example, if you have EHang, it's already at 41. So I don't really think that is a sell. While people would say, but it's gonna go 14. Probably, perhaps. As for SOS, people are telling me, Nikki, I think this what's this? I think this is a fraud. So anyway, this is a blockchain. I thought that 70% is gonna happen to blockchain related companies. So the support is at about $4. All right, so wisit naman, kakabili ko lang, tapos sell na kagad. Okay lang, I can sell it tonight and then sell it tonight, then buy it back at 4, or probably I won't buy it back. I'll just sell it. BitF might fall down, HOT might fall down, blockchains would fall down, 1611 might fall down, bought at 21. I thought that 12 was a buy. Right now at 18, I'll sell. Sige, cut na to, cut loss, 18. Buy there, sell there. Okay lang, di naman tayo forever. We're just human. We're just human. It's okay to sell 15%, 20% down, it's fine. Yan. It's not always green days, unrealized. $250K AUM down 20% in a day. Sakit, but it is what it is. Yun. Yeah. Ganyan naman talaga eh. That was a 200% up portfolio. That $250K is actually starting here. Masakit. Ganun talaga. It is what it is. All right, no more questions. See you again later. Let's discuss more SPACs. Let's discuss companies. But I think that right now, from now till the next week, next month, you will see choppiness. Buy low, sell high. Sell low, sell lower, lower high. That's possible. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.